In order to call a special meeting, 20% of the elected precinct committeemen have to sign a petition calling for the meeting.
There is a letter going around to ask elected PCs to sign it so that we can hold a special meeting to amend our bylaws.
At the June 30th Legislative District 30 meeting, former Executive Director Linda White asks precinct committeemen to sign her petition to amend the county bylaws. She assures everyone it has nothing to do with Brian.
I'm hoping that you will read it and sign it. This is not a petition for removal. It is to change the language, to put language in our bylaws to protect us and have a guide so that if anything does happen, we do it legally. This is not a petition for removal.
At the Legislative District 29 June meeting, Central Committee Member LD 28 Chair Walt Stevenson and Central Committee Member LD 29 Chair James Kelly assured Central Committee Officer Stacy Collins that if the bylaws were passed, that there would have to be a second, separate meeting to recall Brian.
If this passes, the meeting happens, okay? And this passes. That means once it's in the bylaws, the same,
Go ahead.
The same group can turn around and get rid of Brian.
No. Not at that meeting.
Not at that meeting.
No, not at that meeting. Not at that meeting. In fact, Walt flatly denies that he has any intention of trying to use the meeting to get rid of Brian.
I keep getting emails saying you're trying to fire the chairman. You're trying to fire the chairman. That is not the truth. That is absolutely not the truth.
We are supposed to believe that the accusations he's trying to get rid of Brian are a lie.
This has nothing to do with Brian.
Nothing to do with Brian, and yet the next thing that the Central Committee does is to send out a notice of a special meeting with 2 agenda items. The second agenda item is entirely about Brian. Walt Stevenson and the Central Committee have made many accusations against Brian. Most of the accusations are petty and have to do with the fact that the Central Committee is far more liberal than Brian is. A significant number of those petty complaints are a direct result of Brian's refusal to allow a committee to censor his personal Facebook page. But there are some serious allegations, and those are as false as Walt, James, and Linda's promises that the petition which authorized this meeting had nothing to do with Brian. As you make your decision whether you're going to support Brian or you're going to support the Central Committee, please keep in mind that the Central Committee felt absolutely no need to keep their word regarding the purpose of the petition. There are many excuses they may offer as to why they broke their word, but the bottom line is that they assured people that the reason for the petition was not to remove Brian. In other words, they lied. And if they lied about that, what else are they lying about?